Chasing like blue futon. Let's go in this box again. Just before I go, I do not know what this movie is. It has Seann Scott in it, and also directed by Courteney Cox. Haven't seen this movie? No! So let me go watch just before I go. I'm guessing it's a suicide movie, because that's what it kind of makes sense. But let me go watch this, and I'll let you know if it's worth it. So I just got done watching Just Before I Go, and what it's about. Well, it's kind of like I said, Seann Scott, he's like, you know what? There's no more excuses for me why to live. I'm wondering why I should live. I'm just not enough reason. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make amends of all the people who hated me and made my own life a living hell back in high school or when I was younger, and I'm going to make amends with them, either fight them or confront them, and then I'm going to commit suicide. So he goes to this town, and of course he meets the bully, he meets the teacher, he meets a girl, and of course he's staying with his brother. Side plot with his sister-in-law and the kids, and dilemmas for everyone around. So all these dilemmas, it's like, is it worth committing suicide when all these people love you? So what I like about this movie? Well, it's an anti-suicide movie. Any movie that's kind of anti-suicide. You have my blessing, because like I said, 13 Reasons Why, that was like a glorification. This stuff isn't. It's not graphic, but it's basically saying, do you really think suicide is the way to go? And why? When actually, if you just open up just a little bit, there are people who care for you. So that's what I kind of like about this movie. And there are some scenes of Seann Scott's brother is actually hysterical. There are some hilarious one-liners he has are just references, and it is pretty funny of some of the scenarios. While some of the scenarios are a little over the top, I give it that I actually laughed a little more than I thought I was going to in this movie. Even though the story is good, it kind of is bad about the movie, it is super, super cliche. Everything you've seen it before. His nephew is gay, but doesn't want to be gay, and then he's part of the pack of a bully who bullies a gay guy, and they're actually a couple behind the scenes. And then you have the dad who's like, okay, you're gay. I mean, it sucks, but you're gay and I still love you. Then you have just other subplots that are just completely you see coming. And yeah, you just see most of this movie coming. And it's not a bad thing because, like I said, it's an anti-suicide movie. You know how it starts, you know the middle, and you know the end. And of course, they add some things in it that make it a little better. And the end suicide scene, if you're going to try to commit suicide that way, it's not going to happen, man. Like I said, this is going to be a short review. Just before I go, it's a good story, good message. Everyone that played the part well in this movie, the bad, it is super cliche. I mean, you've seen this before a million times before. But is that a problem? No, because this movie kind of does it right. Of course, there's a lot of eye-rolling moments, like, okay, whatever. But like I said, this movie, middle of the road movie, you could watch it, you could smile, because there are some laugh out loud moments in this movie. Like I said, some stuff you really like, you're like, okay, I've seen this before, been there, done that, I see what you're doing. But just before I go, we'll receive 2.5 out of 5 blue futons, which equals a 50%. Let's go see what the critics' news scores gave this movie, though. Wow, okay. Audience score of 58%, the critics a 10%. No critic consensus. Yeah, I kind of go with the audience on this one because it is kind of a feel-good anti-suicide movie. Critics, I don't know why they hated this movie. It really isn't politically correct on some scenes, and some scenes it is politically correct. So I don't know what they're saying. I know some of them said it's a complete misfire. I don't think it was a misfire. Yes, there are some scenes where it's like, okay, I understand. In the last fair scene, it's like, it's literally 7 booths with like 20 people for a chili contest. Which looks kind of stupid because you're like, okay, come on, you can't have more people. You can't at least get 100 extras. Just be like, yo, I'll pay you $100. Yo, I'll pay you $50. I just need you for 30 minutes right now. I wish they could have done that more, but some stuff was cliche. But hey, I enjoyed this movie for what it was. Like I said, some scenes I laughed out loud. But do you agree with my 50? The user score 58, or the critics 10%. Chase out the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Blue Futon Utopia. You Blue Futonians. Thanks for watching, and have a fantastic day. Like I said, suicide, I'm not a fan of it whatsoever. There are people out there that love you. Just love. Love. Oh, and the weird thing is kind of like, I felt like there's a scene at the very end of the movie where the kid is gay by drawing dicks everywhere. It's kind of like a super bad moment. It's funny, but you're just like, that's how you're going to show you're gay, is by drawing bowls of dicks and then medical signs with dicks on it. That's a little silly and ridiculous, right? Right?